It's early morning here on the homestead. Robert Lynn's out watering the flowers early this morning. Just breaking day good. We got a guy that's my brother hooked me up with. Just started bush hogging this field in front of the house for us. So if you can see his lights way down there, and the camera's got it actually looking a little lighter than it really is. It's still pretty dark here. But fixing to go out here and let the chickens out, the coops that we regrouped and rearranged. My buddy Eli. And Cooper. Say good morning, Cooper. Say good morning, Cooper, to the YouTube family. Duchess, Sadie Mae, the whole gang ready to go this morning. Yeah, those are out, still coming out. We got us early this morning. We beat the chickens up. He said, had to flush y'all out of here this morning. Y'all up there all cozy in the coop. There they come. They slowly coming out now. Cool here this morning. I reckon they want to stay in there with that nice warm fresh hay we just put in there. But you can see here's the panels we were talking about that we put up around the perimeter to make their new fencing, new chicken run. 6 foot tall. Water over there, and I got to do some work on that feeder. Something's missing off of that. Some of the food's pouring out on one side. Got another hoop coop over there we're gonna move back out in the pasture for the goats. Shed. And replace the tarp on that one, it should be good to go. That's 2 of those 3 turkeys that follow me around like a dog, like pets. Like I said, I got the guy here early this morning. He started bush hogging. He's working on it. He's getting her done. Welcome to the buffet. That's all I say ladies, but the ladies and one gentleman right there. Must be looking for something special down in the middle of it. I'm gonna dump it up here for you. Come on. Got it unloaded. I got it scattered out where they can enjoy it. Some of them still munching on that. They probably munch on it a while and go eat some more hay, grass, whatever, and then come back, munch on it some more. You gonna get on the trailer, Big 'em? I didn't start filming this in time, but we had a lot of the summer garden stalks and stuff in the corn and other things out of our raised beds here in the kitchen garden. We call it, right outside Rob Lynn's kitchen. But it was all piled up here, and I got seed for it and got it loaded on this trailer this morning. And as you can see, we got all that cleaned out. And Robbie's got some different things. I think she got some cabbage and collards and kale, broccoli, lots of different things we got planted in some of these raised beds, and still got some more to plant. So, but it's coming along. Got this cleaned up, and we'll put this in the compost pile, and then still got that out there to clean up in the little garden we used the ground cover with, and still got a couple more spots of patches of corn stalks to pull up. And the guy, like I say, he's still bush hogging out there in the field, so it's coming along. Oh yeah, he's changing the landscape now. Working working on it. Looking from the highway back to our house down the driveway. He said he's really knocking it down. It's probably halfway done now. Robin and I headed out to the island to pray this morning. She done had her coffee and devotion, her Robbie Lynn time, watching the chickens and goats. And we headed out here to the island to pray and hang out with the cows a little bit. Mr. McCray Peavy got that bush hogged for us all the way around. He got done yesterday. 22-acre field in front of the house. Looks good. It's real good. All right, we in the pasture here. Little bull come checking us out. He's getting friendlier and friendlier. There's some more to herd. Probably think we got some of that feed with us. Right, look how close to being to that. Across the bridge, onto the island, the prayer bench, the cross. I know it. Miss having them goats out here to help keep the weeds down. We're fixing to pray for all y'all. This is the view. This is the view from the island as we look across the bridge and out there to the cows. Usually earlier than this in the mornings, you can hear all the blue jays and like those singing their songs a little bit ago. Our pond's getting low. Somebody asked me one time about that fence in there, and the reason that fence is in there because, yeah, well, the cows and the goats, whoever, because it stayed dry for so long. So I put that fence down through the middle of it, but then we started getting a lot of rain and the water came up, so they're not gonna go across it anyway, but I hadn't taken it out. Fence, because if it goes back down, they'll be able to go right across onto the other property over there. It's not ours. So what I hope to do is...
The lady don't care if they come across there, but they were just getting out going around the road.
Yeah, they through the woods right through there. She don't have a fence up. There's another ditch, and when it's got water in it, nothing would go across, but it was dry too, and our hogs even went across there. And that was a job one night trying to get them caught up. But anyway, I hope to get this, it'd be nice to get this pond, little irrigation pond, it's not a real big pond, dug out, especially down here on this end. On the deep end, get it dug out where it would maybe be fed from underground stream where it would stay fresh and full. Wouldn't have to worry about the fence in there. Yep.
The match out here.
I usually burn it off every year, especially in the fall. It gets rid of all that undergrowth. But see, one time we had the goats where they could come out here and they kept it mowed down, but yeah. It's a very solitary place out here. Just get away from everything and just talk to the Lord and watch what God's given you and all of His creation. Well, we've got our prayer in this morning. See, Cooper's come to check us out.
He was told to stay at home.
He was told to stay home, but he didn't.
The rest of them did, but he didn't.
I gotta get in here, and I usually keep this cut down where early in the morning the dew won't get on my feet and get my shoes and boots wet. I gotta get a streak cut in here. But this is our gate. Get out of the gate and get back on the driveway.
You disobeyed, Cooper. You've been a bad boy. Hmm?
That's the next thing I gotta fix in there. The horses broke that off, and I gotta get in there and replace the cut-off valve where it's splintered there. I'm gonna cut it below the ground, put another cut-off, and then bring it back up with a spigot and roll that tub back over. That's where we water them out here on this end of the pasture. I gotta get that fixed. I'm trying to get that fixed this week. Hey, this is the life. I wish I could.
If we could do this every morning.
Yeah, the days when I'm off is when we can do more stuff like this. When I'm working, I have to get up and get going pretty quick. I have to go to the island by myself. When Robert Lynn's able, we like to do things like this together. When I'm able to not have to work, I'm off for whatever reason, and enjoy our time together with our coffee and devotion and prayer time. I don't know if they can see it on the camera, but see, we got our premier fencing stretched out across that pasture. You might zoom in on that, Robert Lynn. We got it stretched out and it's been coiled up so long. We're gonna start using that back there in the back.
Right.
It's hard to find your finger on there. I had that problem all the time. But anyway, we're gonna start using that. We may even get another section. I believe we might need
We'll have to
help section off to do that rotational grazing that we've been talking about. As you can see, we got plenty of pasture out there. The Lord's blessed us with to be able to do that.
I wonder how many acres that is.
I don't know. We got to check that. Yeah, we can get this tethered and raked and baled. I put some of this in there for the cows where he had cut, and they eat it up. This right here.
Yep. That'd be good hay for them.
Yep.
The goats will love that. Keep on, you tether it up yourself.
Yeah.
That's the way the Amish do it.
Hey, Lord willing, I'm gonna get me something if I have to
We
do
need.
it.
I guess we should have kept the horses and got a flat wagon and got out there and
Maybe so.
gathered it and put it in haystacks.
See my critter crossing sign?
You can take away that first critter and the ducks and the sheep. I haven't got sheep yet. You didn't hear that. I said I haven't gotten sheep yet.
Yeah. But out here, we got all our trees are still living. The company's doing good. We got strawberries. What else we got planted over there, Robin?
Raspberries,
Raspberries.
blueberries.
All our different fruit trees here we got. We're doing pretty good. But we're gonna take out some more of these pine trees right here in front of you so that we can go on that way with it and they'll get more sunshine. We'll get that one too on the end. It's shading it. Matter of fact, you see that tree on the end, how it's going away from it, going to the sun, trying to get away from that shade. And there's a few more down through there towards our garden. We're gonna get those too. And hey, we need more space for fruit trees and plants so we can have to eat the fruit off of rather than these pine trees. We're not gonna cut them all because they do give some good shade, but
The raspberries looking kind of peaked.
yeah.
This strawberry right here is the mama plant. She's got babies right here, and that one's rooted. That one's rooted. That's 3 more plants right there. And then she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So I got 4, 5, 6, 7 plants out of that one.
Here's some of our Cherokee tan pumpkins. As you can see, there's a little baby one there coming on pretty good. Got many of them scattered around here on the homestead. This is in another garden we have, the ground cover garden. We just tried to experiment with regular in-ground, ground cover, raised bed, growing up on a trellis, whatever. See which one does the best. Take this little one out right here. There's another pumpkin, Cherokee tan. Like I said, we out here breaking this corn this morning. Now we got a few ground cherries. I don't know if you can see that good or not. That is not quite ready, quite ripe. But we got a good many of them out here. But overall, our garden's done really good this year. And like I said, we're gonna take the seeds from all this corn and save it for next year. And we're getting ready to cut some more of this okra. Robin Lynn's mama asked for some okra the other day. So we got to get her some. Some of it's a little bit too big, as you can see up there. Some of it's still, yeah, depends on how you like it. It's just something about being out in the early morning, man, since early this morning, but whether you're breaking corn or whether you're picking butter beans, cutting okra, watching the chickens and the cows and the goats, whatever you're doing, it's just listening to those blue jays and crows. You just can't beat that. That's what the world's missing. You get out of that limelight and that hustle and bustle and enjoy stuff like this. Yeah. How about that? They full too.
Yeah, I need a bucket.
I'm gonna get you a bucket.
What is that, 4 rows?
Yep. Some of our okra. I'm cutting this okra while Robert's picking some beans down there. Some people like the longer okra. Some people like the smaller ones. All personal preference, whatever you like. But we've got a good bit of okra this year. And beans are still producing as well. I wasn't looking for. Right here. Got these 5 pods of okra, actually 6, off that one little short 4-foot tall bush right there. That's some of the tallest okra we've had ever. I'm 5'9". That's probably every bit of 7 feet or taller.
It's a different variety.
Yep.
We used some silence like I already planted that one.
Get that grasshopper in there on these butter bean bushes. Right, good mess of beans and some corn and some okra.
We should have done this at 6 o'clock
Yeah.
instead of 12.
That sweat dripping off my nose.
It's 91.
More challenging because it's so low to the ground, or being able to just spin it.
It looks like it's going in crooked.
I can pull it around. this one hung. Put that round so I can measure where the post needs to go. Huh? Yeah, I see we got company. Y'all can hear the company?
Come on.
That bit old saying, look like a calf looking at a new gate. He's looking at that new gate like, what's going on here, man? T-posts. Count the Dutch right there, Gavin. Right here. Be close enough for government work for me. Huh? Normally I'd put a level on this, but it's just a gate and I'm just eyeballing it. That's gonna be good enough. Gate hung, swinging good. And so I might go back with another piece of wire right here, but just because it's just for cows, I just put these two T-posts right here in between this little place where the had to add this post to get it close to the gate. And I left it where the gate, where the post was, just had some room here between. I can still lock it, but I wanted it where I could swing it both ways. And that's what it'll do. It'll swing both ways just like that. Because we got a walk-in gate. I'm gonna leave that because we had the chickens here before, and if I had to put this gate here to block that gate in case something was to go wrong with it, I could do that by letting it swing both ways. But most of the time, we're gonna let it swing back this way to keep these girls in. So let's put that gate up over there. We got it open now. Put it up over the weekend. And we put the second one up today. The first one was 8 foot, and that was a 10 foot. And then the 12 foot. We got it now. We, again, still working on regrouping and getting it where we can isolate all the different animals as we need to. And we got the goats in the back pasture back down, and then got some of that Premier one fencing where we can even section it off even more. So that's the plan. It's working pretty good. I like all this fresh grass in here like this. When we had the horses and all this was dirt at one time. But it's all coming together. Just another day in the life of Harmony Acres Homestead here in Hartsville, South Carolina. Loving every minute of it. One other thing I meant to mention about that right there, I put those T-posts there because in case we was to let the goats back in here, but if we decide just to keep the cows in here, of course, none of the cows can go through that little space right there. It's a little over a foot, probably about 18 inches wide. And we could use that just to walk in and out from one side of the fence to the other without having to open a big gate if we had the big gate closed. So, but I got the T-posts in there and may even have to put a piece of wire there yet if I allow the goats back in this part. But right now we plan on keeping the goats out there in the big pasture where the grass and the weeds are a lot higher, where they won't have to eat off the ground so much. But just want to make mention of that. That's why I got it blocked right now, but may change that later. Them turkeys over there taking a dust bath.